Good evening, everybody. My name is Julianne Stamatiades, and I am a doTERRA wellness advocate from beautiful, sunny, brisk, right now, Miami, Florida. And I'm thankful to Becky for inviting me to be a part of this DIY gift week. So I'm going to be making for you a 3-ingredient, super easy sugar scrub. It makes a really beautiful gift. I have bought these jars on Amazon. These are 4-ounce jars. Becky's going to have the links to everything that you see tonight. I also got these little wooden spoons on Amazon, super cute, and I got the jute or the twine to tie it on there. These little jars also come with this little label that you can stick on if you want, just to complete the look. And of course you're going to get the beautiful identifying labels from Becky. I bought the twine in a 3-pack like this, so you can have it besides the plain if you want to do holiday ones. And then this was a 3-pack with all of these, and they had a different Varieties, and Becky has the link for those. I also purchased these gift tags it came with the jute and the bakery twine. It has a little holiday pattern on it. I'm not using them here, but I will use them for some of the other sugar scrubs that I make. Also, you can get them in different colors. These don't have a pattern on there, but I wanted to make sure that I did not just Christmas, for all seasons. So that is the twine. And next, let's talk about the sugar itself. So I got this pack of 10 pounds of Dixie Crystal sugar. It's extra fine granulated from Costco. I think it was about $5.29 for 10 pounds, and you get about 22.5 cups out of that. So that makes a lot of scrub. In our house, we normally use the sugar in the raw, the unbleached brown one. But when I've made sugar scrub before with it, for me, it was a little bit too coarse and rough on my skin. So the extra fine works well to polish and exfoliate without scratching up my skin. And it works in the shower, or you can use it for your hands, just to soften up your hands. Also, the oil, let's talk about the carrier oil. So I'm using grapeseed oil today. Grapeseed, I also got this bottle at Costco. Grapeseed is antioxidants. It has vitamin E. It's antimicrobial, and it's anti-inflammatory. So it's a really nice oil to use in your sugar scrub. It helps enrich the skin, but you can use whatever carrier oil you want. You can use MCT, you can use fractionated coconut oil, you can use sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, whatever oil, carrier oil you prefer for the scrub. This is a super flexible, easy recipe. So I'm going to start now with the sugar, and I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar to the mixing bowl here. I have tried flipping down the camera here, and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to hold everything up to the camera once I get going here. So that's 3/4 cup of the sugar added in here. And then I'm going to add the 1/2 cup of oil. Here we go. Oh, there's my measuring cup for that. Okay, so we have 1/2 cup of oil, and I'm just adding it in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just stir it up. Now, you can add, if you wanted a little bit more liquidy, if you want it drier, you can adjust the amount of carrier oil that you add to your desired consistency. I like it a little bit more liquidy, so sometimes I'll just add just a tad extra of the carrier oil in there. And let me stir this up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like at this point. Kind of a little, I guess, like frosting. You can see, I can see the oil in here. I don't think with the glare is going to make it so you can see it. All right, then we're going to add our essential oils. So today I'm using bergamot and ginger, two of my favorite oils, both very uplifting, brain stimulating, and stress relieving. So a great way to start your day, or a quick pick-me-up if you want to use a sugar scrub to exfoliate your hands in the middle of the day. But some other combinations I was thinking that would be really nice for this would be citrus bliss and vanilla. Doesn't that sound so delicious? Rosemary and spearmint, great for focus, memory, and energy. A great way to start your morning. And also lavender and eucalyptus, I think, would also make a great combination. So I'm going to add the oils now. You want to make sure, if you have a potent oil, ginger is the more potent of the two here, you're going to add a little bit less of that oil. And whereas I'm adding 5 drops of ginger here and 6 drops of the bergamot, I'll smell it after and see if I want to adjust and add any more. So you can make it less gingery and more bergamot-y, or you can adjust the oils however you feel to your nose. So let me add these oils in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the bergamot. Okay, and then you're just, of course, going to mix it up so you distribute them well throughout the mixture. Okay, let's put that aside, and this is what it is looking like right now. It's kind of moist, so it's sliding around. Now let's talk about filling the jars. I think I told you, I can't remember, I'm sorry. When I'm filling the jars, I take all the lids off before I start. Super important, because I don't want to be filling these lids with messy hands and getting the sugar, I don't want to be taking off the lids with messy hands and getting the sugar everywhere. I have tried this. You can see I have made a whole bunch of these in the back, and last year I actually made 150 of these and 150 bath salts in the same jar and gave them, had a corporation that wanted them as gifts, so it was a nice pair to give together in matching jars. But anyway, I have a lot of experience filling these jars. So I tried using a measuring cup, I tried with a canning funnel, and I tried with a pastry bag that I cut the end off to make it really wide open, and nothing worked as well as just hand filling it with the spoon. So I have a little spoon here with a small head that will fit in here perfectly, and I am just going to fill it up using the spoon. It goes pretty quickly. I am a messy person, so I do tend to make a mess with it when I'm filling them. I do get it on the lid of the jar, but we're going to talk about that too before we put the label on. I like to fill them up pretty much up to the shoulder area. I don't go into the neck, and it will settle. Some of the oil will separate and you'll have more sugar on the bottom. Just have to stir it up with the spoon. Now when I'm doing this, I keep a little paper towel that is dampened, and before I put the lid on, I want to make sure I clean off all the threads and also the whole top of the jar to make sure there's no sugar to get in the way of the jar sealing. I'm just going to go in a little bit around the top here. And also, I will reuse this paper towel for the whole batch. I'll just wash it and rinse it and rinse it in between. Now, then I'm going to take my lid. I'm going to put on my lid. And then I take a dry cloth and go ahead and wipe the whole thing down because I want to make sure that there is no moisture to get it in the way of the label sticking. Also, I do have some left. This batch will fill about 1.5 to 2 jars. These 4-ounce jars, of course, 1 jar if you're using a bigger one. Now we're going to go ahead and label it. Let me grab my label and I'm going to put it on. I can't tilt this down, but I'm going to go ahead and put the jar on its back like this horizontally. I find it easiest to get the label on that way. Peel this off and center it. Okay, there we go. So now it's labeled and it's ready for the jute. I like to cut the jute in about 2 foot length because I'm going to wrap it around. So I start at the front of the jar. Start at the front of the jar, twist it around the back, and then I'm going to stick the little spoon in here right before I tie it. Put it down to tie it. And I'm just going to tie a simple little bow. There we go. Adjust it, and then I'm going to add that little sticker that came from with the jars, and that's it. It's done. Adorable little sugar scrub. I think that each one of these costs less than $3, and paired with the bath salts, which also probably costs about $3 or less, you've got a beautiful set to gift to somebody for less than $6. Thank you guys. Happy holidays and happy DIYing.